Sheila and the Dungeon Master. The Temptation. A short D&D story. Sheila. Look. Sheila had cast a spell that made her look like a human. Now you can take me outside. I looked a little surprised at first. Oh, why didn't I think of that? You're right, I can now. But don't cast any more spells when we're out there, okay? No one here can do that, including me. She looked shocked. What? You can't cast spells here? But you just made water come out of those things. You called them faucets, yes? Yes, but that isn't a spell. It's technology. She looked at me oddly. So you have no powers here? I'm confused. I tried to explain. My power here, as a dungeon master, is that I can go to other realities sometimes, and that I created Forestera by writing it into existence. I then realized what I just said, though now I'm thinking that what actually happened is that I simply tapped into that reality and wrote about it. I mean, you're clearly real, and it was you who actually created Forestera, not me. I'm a little surprised you can use magic here, though. I didn't think you'd be able to. Sheila continued to look confused. But you have magical powers too, and you're more powerful than I am. I hesitated to say this. Not here, I'm not. I have no other magical powers here. I'm mortal. Now she looked a little shocked. What? So I'm now more powerful than you? A thought popped into her head as a sly smile crossed her lips. Sheila, why are you looking like that? She tried to cast a spell, but nothing happened. She looked at me funny. Wait, what's happening? Why can't I cast that spell? What spell? I asked. A spell that would make you subservient to me. Charm person, she said, smiling. I breathed a sigh of relief. I didn't think your magic would work here. Glad to see it can't, but I guess you still have the power to alter your appearance. I wonder why. Maybe so that you can go outside, now that you look like a human, but why did you want to charm me? She moved closer to me and moved up against my couch, causing me to sit down. She then got on the couch and sat on my lap. Why do you think? As badly as I wanted to have sex with this beautiful goddess, I knew that if I did, that it could end up very bad. Sheila, you're a beautiful girl. You had me charmed from the moment I conceived of you, and then even more after she drew you. After she drew me? Who is this she? And show me her drawing, she said as she got off of me and stood up, looking over at my computer. I purposely didn't show her any of the illustrations that were in my book, not wanting to freak her out any more than she already was. But I went over to my computer and called up her illustration. She's just someone I met through this computer. We've never met, actually. We just communicate back and forth through my computer. Her curiosity now piquing. You can talk to people in your world without seeing them? So there is magic in your world. Can we go see her? No. She lives very far from here. How far? Thousands of miles. A shocked expression formed on her beautiful face. Thousands of miles? What? How big is this world? I then remembered something. Oh, that's right. You've never seen a round world before, have you? Looking shocked again. Your world is round? No way. I called up pictures on my computer for her to see, which fascinated her greatly. Is this a magic portal of some kind? She asked. Can it send us places? Oh, wait. This is how you come to my world, isn't it? This is the source of your power. I smiled. No, this isn't a magic portal, and it can't send us anywhere. I'm able to come to your world by the power I have as a dungeon master. But other than that, and my ability to write things into existence, I have no magic powers in this world. I'm no different from a typical villager in Duran, actually. Again, she looked shocked. No way. So I can just have my way with you then, can't I? As she moved next to me and started to move us back to my couch. Sheila, you don't have any powers here either, other than to change your appearance. But I have a feeling you don't have that power anymore either. She tried to change her appearance again, but nothing happened. Losing all her powers was very hard for her to deal with, and she started to panic, so I just held her to help her calm down. It's okay. As soon as you're back in your realm, all of your powers will return, so relax. She then realized something. Wait, I didn't see her picture of me. I want to see it. So we got up and went back over to my computer, and I called up her illustration. Wow, that looks very close to how I look. It's been a while since I've worn that outfit. Last time I wore that was when I was out practicing archery in my field. What's with the green stuff coming from my hand? Why, that's to show that you have magical powers, I said dramatically. Ooh, she said, trying to also sound dramatic. I wish I had my powers still so that I could have my way with you right now. I started smiling. Listen to you. You're starting to sound like a guy now. That comment made her laugh. Well, I can't help it. I'm smitten by you. Rolling my eyes now. That's just because I'm a dungeon master. It fascinates you. You're trying to understand me. Well, now I'm just a normal man. I looked into her eyes. And you're just a normal woman. I like how she drew you, but you're even more beautiful than her illustration of you. I was quite taken by your beauty when I first saw you. Ilana's too. Seeing two goddesses like that was a little overwhelming, but fortunately I was prepared for it and was able to stay composed. She thought for a moment. Take me outside. I want to see your world. I pulled up the blinds on my window. You can see it through this window. She looked a little startled and got up. No, I want to walk outside with you. Take me somewhere. I don't care where. Okay, fine. I'll take you to where I buy groceries. Seeing the funny look on her face. Food. Groceries are food. It's like an open market in a village, but everything is inside. She looked confused again. You'll see. Let's go. I knew that seeing cars would also confuse her, but then I thought of Amber as we went down the stairs and walked outside. Remember when Corwin and Random drove in a car? These are cars. She looked fascinated. Do you have one? Yes. I knew what she was going to ask next. Can you take me in your car? I want to see what it's like. Okay, sure. We drove to the grocery store, which only took a few minutes. I don't think I need to explain what the experience was like for her. I mean, if you were a goddess who lived in a fantasy world where cars didn't exist, how would you feel? That's basically how she felt, let alone that she couldn't figure out how it moved the way it did. So can you shadow walk like they did? She asked. Oh, if only we could, I responded. That would be fun, but no. I think in a fantasy realm, where I'd have all my powers, I could do it. But I have no clue how to get my car to your realm. She looked disappointed. Darn it. I so want to shadow walk. Maybe Zelazny could take us? I smiled. Oh, that's an idea. I was being sarcastic now. I like it. Let's ask him. You know, the next time we go to Amber. She gave me a look. But you can go to Amber, so let's go. Sheila, we're not going to Amber. I can't just hop on over to other realities like that. Well, I can, but the only reason I got involved before is because of all that happened. She looked sad. But I want to learn how to shadow walk. I bet if I figured out how to do that, that I could come see you anytime I wanted. No. Even if it was possible for you to learn how to shadow walk, the only place you could travel to if you learned would be to Amber. All roads lead to Amber, remember? Oh yeah, she said. Darn. I thought about that again. Well, they can shadow walk to different places, I think, but I wouldn't know how to do that. She sighed. It feels so weird knowing all that I know and being as powerful as I am, but now being reduced to a normal human. I feel like I'm no longer a goddess. Hey, this isn't going to cause me to lose any of my powers, is it? I could see the panic forming on her face. Sheila, relax. The moment I take you back to your reality, all of your powers will return. You have nothing to worry about. She stared into my eyes. Are you absolutely certain that I won't lose any of my powers? Yes. Promise? Yes, I promise. I parked my car in the parking lot, and we walked inside. She kept wondering why people weren't staring at her. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that I look like a human now. I quickly interjected. Hey, whisper when you say stuff like that, okay? Oh, okay. Sorry. I bought a few items and got in line to pay for everything, which I knew would confuse her. Okay, wait until we're back in my car before saying anything, and we'll talk then, I whispered. I bought some apples because she asked me to, a 1 liter of Mountain Dew because I wanted to see what she thought of it, and 2 candy bars for the same reason I bought the Mountain Dew. As I paid the cashier with cash, I saw that Sheila looked very confused. She clearly had no clue what was going on, which made me smile. The cashier saw the strange look in her eyes too, so I quickly interjected, She's not from around here. My comment got an even stranger look from Sheila, though. Why did you say that? She whispered. I thought you didn't want anyone to know I'm not from here. I meant you're from a different part of this world. Still confused, she decided to change the subject. So what are those things you bought? That's some kind of drink, I assume. Is it wine? We each ate one of the apples as I drove back to my apartment. No, it's a sweet drink that tastes really good. I just wanted to see if you'd like it or not. I twisted the cap off and handed it to her. Take a drink. She looked at the cap in my hand oddly, wondering how I did that, but then took a drink. Wow! Oh, how yummy! What is this stuff? She started drinking more, so I quickly stopped her. That's enough for now. Just like wine, you don't want to drink too much. Why? She asked. Will it make me drunk? I wish, I said sarcastically, which made her smile. No, but you could get a little jittery if you drink too much. Jittery? What does that mean? We were back at my apartment now and started walking up the stairs. I'll look up that word on my computer and show you. She looked confused. You'll look up that word on your computer? What? I smiled. Just wait, and I'll show you. Sitting down at my computer now, she watched as I typed in the word jittery. Nervous or unable to relax. That's what it means. As I said that, I saw that she was still looking at my keyboard. How does you pressing those buttons with letters on them make those letters pop up on this tiny vision screen? Oh, and why did you give that woman in that indoor market some green paper? What was that for? I tried to explain all of it as best I could. Tiny vision screen. Cute. It's not a vision screen like you have. There's no magic, other than technology, which to you is magic, but it won't call up anything by me asking it to. Yes, it will, she replied back. You just have to press those buttons instead of talking to it. Oh, I guess you're right. But my tiny vision screen, as you like to call it, is nothing like that huge vision screen you have. The green paper is our money. She looked confused again. Your money is paper? Why don't you use gold and silver and copper coins? That made me smile. Oh, I wish we did. We still use coins. I showed her some pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters that I had in a jar. But they have very little value these days. That comment also confused her, but I decided to not bother trying to explain it. I was going to pull out my banking card and show it to her, then thought better of it. She found all of it to be quite fascinating, though, and I sure was enjoying showing her these things that are pretty mundane to all of us. But I felt like there was something else that I was supposed to be doing with her. I mean, a goddess that I assumed I had created was now with me in my apartment. I knew we weren't going to have sex, even though I knew she wanted to, as did I, but I wasn't sure what it was that we were supposed to do now. As he said that, the dungeon master started to question his own words and began feeling confused. "What would you like to do now?" he asked. She moved closer to me and looked up into my eyes and spoke seductively. "What do you think?" It was at that moment that I started to regret bringing a goddess into my reality, he thought to himself, as he gave in to temptation.